all, it's Jess from Sunflower Dairy, and I'm out here today and I'm actually collecting seeds for next gardening season. So yes, I was doing this over the last gardening season, collecting seeds, but some of the seeds were not ready by the time we got our first frost. So when you get a frost, you have to, depending on how green the plants were, you have to wait a while for those plants to dry out. So I've been letting these dry out for a few weeks and they're finally ready. So here we have some marigolds that I'm going to be harvesting seed from. So marigolds are pretty easy. You just harvest the flower. So I'll show you. This is the flower, and then you open this right up here, and then check out. Those are all seeds. There's a ton of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these. I'm just gonna put them in a little bag, and as long as they're dried out, I'll just keep them in this bag and then store them for next year. If I need to set them out and let them dry on like a paper towel, I will do that. But here we go. I'm gonna try to harvest quite a few. And my seeds that I usually plant are heirlooms, so I can pretty much rely on they're going to be what they were supposed to be. Because with heirlooms, they've been saved for generation over generation. So you're able to save the seeds from those compared to other things. So these are marigolds. These marigolds, they were really small, but the plants got quite tall. So I like to plant marigolds around things because they detour pests away from your other plants. So they're nice, and also the pollinators love them, and they were one of the last flowers blooming in the garden. These were blooming in like October, so they were one of the longest blooming flowers in the garden. So that was nice to have that color in the garden. So I have quite a few in here, and like I showed you, there's just tons. Just look at all of those. Look at all those seeds, and that's just from one. So there's a bunch of seeds in here. Alright, I have a couple other things to harvest from, so let's head this way. Alright, so next up is the trellised string beans. So let's see how these did. You can usually hear what ones are ready, because they'll be rattling quite a bit. Oh yeah. Got that. Just open that right up. Oh yeah. Check those out. Alright. And then we'll store them in a bag. Like I said, if anything isn't dried out, then make sure you put it out on like a paper towel or something and let it fully dry out before you store it away, because you want those to be dry if you're going to store them so nothing happens to them. There's quite a few up here. And you can get quite a few from just a couple. And string beans are so easy. You literally just leave the string bean pod on the bean plant vine and you just let it hang there until it's dried out. But usually you can get so many seeds from just like, what was that, like just a few bean pods, and look at all of those seeds. And I'll probably come out here later and harvest the rest of these, but look at all those. All right, there's a few more things. We'll head over this way. And you want to make sure that you're harvesting seeds on a day that it's not raining or there's not any moisture in the air, because you want the seeds to be as dried out as possible. So alright, next up we have, these were zinnias. So zinnias are pretty easy too. So you just leave your zinnia flowers to dry. You grab your zinnias, just crumple them right up, and attach to the end of the petals, those are seeds right there. So there's tons of seeds in this one flower. So even if we just grab a few, that will be a lot. So I'll just go ahead and grab these really quick. And with these, it's really easy to just fill up a seed bag super quick. And like I showed you, just one flower has a ton of seeds in it. Just look at that, there's so many. Alright, all, as you can see, there are so many seeds that you can harvest, and you can get so many seeds from just a few either bean pods or flowers or anything else that you're harvesting. And it's super rewarding to harvest your own seeds from your garden, because you're getting a lot more seeds for a lot less than you would be paying for seeds. So this is an amazing way to save up seeds for your next gardening season. Alright all, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.